the LABUBU doll arrived without a return address. It was left outside Sana's apartment door one evening. Sitting upright, as if carefully placed, its wide grin frozen in that unsettling expression people usually describe as cute. Sana didn't remember ordering it, but she worked late nights and assumed it was a delayed gift from a friend. The doll felt heavier than it looked when she picked it up. Its vinyl skin was cold, almost damp, and its eyes reflected the room's light in a way that made them seem wet. She placed it on a shelf in her bedroom and forgot about it. That night, she woke suddenly with the feeling of being watched. When she turned toward the shelf, the doll was no longer facing the wall. It was facing her bed. Over the next few days, small things began to feel wrong. The doll kept changing positions, sitting when she left it standing, leaning closer to the edge of the shelf, sometimes appearing in rooms she didn't remember carrying it into. Sana told herself she was tired, stressed, imagining patterns. But then the dreams started. Every night, she dreamed of a child's room that wasn't hers. Walls covered in scribbles, the same grinning doll sitting in the corner. In the dreams, she could never move. She could only watch as LABUBU's mouth slowly widened, stretching far beyond what plastic should allow, revealing darkness inside. She would wake up choking, her jaw aching as if she had been smiling for too long. On the fourth night, Sana heard a sound that pulled her out of sleep instantly, soft tapping on the floor. She sat up and saw the doll standing at the foot of her bed. Not fallen. Standing. Its head tilted slightly, as if curious. The tapping sound came again, rhythmic now. She realized it wasn't the floor, it was coming from inside the doll, like fingernails tapping against hollow plastic. Sana screamed and threw the doll across the room. It hit the wall with a dull thud and didn't move. She spent the rest of the night with the lights on, convincing herself she would throw it away in the morning. But morning brought something worse. When Sana entered the kitchen, she found her phone on the table, screen lit. A video was playing, recorded at 3:17 a.m. The footage showed her sleeping. The angle was wrong, too low, too close to the floor. Slowly, the camera tilted upward, revealing the LABUBU doll beside her bed. And then, in the final seconds, the doll's head turned toward the camera and blinked. Terrified, Sana packed the doll into a bag and rushed outside to throw it into the dumpster behind her building. She didn't look back. That night, exhausted, she collapsed into bed and slept without dreams for the first time in days. But at exactly 3:17 a.m., she woke to a familiar weight pressing into the mattress beside her. She didn't want to look. She knew what she would see. A small hand rested on her arm, hard plastic, ice cold. A childlike voice whispered, playful and close to her ear, "You forgot me." The police found Sana 3 days later. The apartment door was locked from the inside. There were no signs of forced entry, no signs of struggle. Just one thing that made the officers uneasy. Sitting neatly on the bed, facing the door, was a LABUBU doll, clean, smiling, and holding Sana's phone in its tiny hands. The last video on the phone was recorded at 3:17 a.m. It showed Sana staring at the camera, eyes wide, mouth stretched into a painful smile, while something just out of frame pulled her jaw wider and wider.